Lesson 5. I am never upset for the reason I think, a masterpiece of liberation. Of the text. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation, or event you think is causing you pain. Apply it specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset, using the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to you. The upset may seem to be fear, worry, depression, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms, all of which will be perceived as different. This is not true, however, until you learn that form does not matter. Each form becomes a proper subject for the exercises for the day. Applying the same idea to each of them separately is the first step in ultimately recognizing they are all the same. The illusion of different forms. At first glance, this might seem shocking. What do you mean I'm not upset for the reason I think? Of course I'm upset because of what happened. But pause for a moment. Have you ever noticed that no matter what the upset looks like on the surface, whether it's fear, jealousy, or anger, it always feels the same deep down? Restless, uneasy, disturbing to your peace. This is because all upsets stem from the same root cause, the belief in separation from peace, love, and your own wholeness. The course is inviting you to see past the illusion of different forms of upset. Whether it's anger at a friend or worry about a deadline, the form doesn't matter. What matters is the underlying belief driving it. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of an upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe to it. For example, I am not angry at blank for the reason I think. I am not afraid of blank for the reason I think. Practical example. 1. Upset. I'm not angry at my partner for forgetting our anniversary for the reason I think. Perceived. Cause. They don't care about me. Feeling. Anger. Sadness. Rejection. What's really happening? My upset isn't about their actions. It's about my belief that I'm unworthy of love and attention. The truth? The partner's actions don't define your worth. The anger is simply a signal to look inward, not outward. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources of upset in which you believe and forms of upset which you think result. Searching the mind for upsets. The course is guiding us to explore the mind deeply. Why? Because these upsets don't just disappear when we ignore them, they fester. To free ourselves, we must bring them to light. Think of this as a treasure hunt, not for gold, but for the beliefs that are keeping you bound to pain. Every upset is an opportunity to uncover a hidden belief and let it go. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you may find it hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. It might help to precede the exercises with the statement, there are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. Practical example. 2. Upset. I am not worried about my finances for the reason I think. Perceived cause, I don't have enough money. Feeling, fear, insecurity. What's really happening? The worry isn't about the numbers in my bank account. It's about my belief that my security comes from external sources rather than the infinite abundance within me. There are no small or big upsets here. Worry about money and frustration at a traffic jam both disturb your peace equally. Then examine your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. Examining the mind without judgment. Here's where the real work begins. Sit quietly. Let the thoughts rise to the surface. Be curious, not judgmental. What's bothering you? Is it something someone said, something you fear might happen, a memory from the past? Whatever it is, name it. Don't try to fix it. Don't push it away. Just name it and apply the idea. I am not upset about blank for the reason I think. You may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than to others. If this occurs, think first of this. I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same. Practical example. 3. Upset. I am not upset about my coworker taking credit for my idea for the reason I think. Perceived cause. They're trying to undermine me. Feeling, anger, resentment. What's really happening? The upset isn't about the coworker. It's about my belief that my value is tied to external validation. When we see all upsets as the same, we free ourselves from the illusion that some are justified while others aren't. Then search your mind for no more than a minute or so and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. Further examples are, I am not worried about blank for the reason I think. I am not depressed about blank for the reason I think. 3 or 4 times during the day is enough. Closing invitation. Take these words to heart. I am never upset for the reason I think. This isn't just a mantra, it's a doorway to freedom. Every upset is an invitation to let go of false beliefs and remember the peace that's already within you. Will you take that invitation today?